All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shaker Unfiltered, live at the Vision Lab at RecFest, Nashville, Tennessee 2025. It is popping out here, man. It's a good energy. We're having some great conversations, and this next one is sure to maintain that standard of amazingness, no pressure. Aaron Jones, welcome to the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I would love for you to tell the people who you are, where you are, and what you do.
Sure. Again, Aaron Jones. I am the System Director of Talent Acquisition for Baptist Memorial Healthcare, based out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
That is new for me. I've been there about a year and a half, and loving life in the South.
Now, listen, it's a change up from where you were, because you were in St. Louis before Memphis.
That's correct.
And talk to me about that change.
Well, we stepped out and trusted, right? And took a shot and said, worst case, we'll move back home. And it's been an amazing experience.
I love it. I love it. So how did you get into the talent space?
Oh, man.
It's clearly you got your undergraduate degree in
communication, not recruitment.
Sure.
I had a friend that was a recruiter.
Okay.
So I knew of it, but I'm going to show my age. I applied for a staffing agency job on Craigslist.
Whoa.
And got it. And the rest is history.
So that was like the one ads in the new digital market.
That was
for those who don't know what Craigslist is. We have to explain this. So there's this thing called the internet now. Got it. Okay. So you got into the recruitment space by way of a recruitment marketing ad.
Yes. There we go.
Love that. Maybe Shaker placed it. Who knows?
The olden days of a job post.
Got it. So you show up to work for the first time and you're like, okay, what am I doing?
Had never been a recruiter. My boss would write me Boolean search strings.
Whoa.
That I would go and search on Career Builder or Monster or even Dice way back then. And we would search for IT talent. Right?
Okay. And so at what point did you know I'm not going to any other industry? Like, I'm here for life.
I don't know. It was questionable back then. But
I can imagine.
It gets back to the same core thing of being able to offer people jobs. I mean, changing people's lives, I think, is what's important and is what has kept me in the TA space for, almost 20 years. Yeah, a few years.
Yeah. I love that. I think the way that I've always explained it was we are the bridge between aspiration and opportunity. And I think that's fulfilling work.
It is.
You are truly making a difference in people's lives. So to that point, you're in the healthcare space, booming industry, which I don't know if we could say that's a good thing, but it's a good thing that we have the people to provide the services, not that the people need the services more so than ever before. Talk to me about how you're seeing recruitment marketing, because I know there's a massive shortage for healthcare professionals. So what are you doing that's, making a difference in this competition for the same talent that all the healthcare space is going?
The war on talent.
Well, I tried to keep the violence out of it, but it's competition, but
friendly competition. Yeah. Sure. Even in St. Louis or Memphis, we have other health systems that are right in our back door.
Yes.
That we are continuing to compete with. It comes with recruitment marketing.
Hey,
there we go again.
Talk to me. But we didn't pay him, folks. I promise.
Telling the story.
Okay.
Why you want to come work for us, what we can offer you. What sets us apart from the other health system that's down the street.
Yeah.
And making sure that we can offer a meaningful career.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, ensuring that we're setting ourselves apart that way. And then it gets to candidate experience, right? So we can lure you in, but then how do we treat you once you get there? And I think that's probably the soapbox I stand on most often with my team, is making sure that we're following up and not ghosting, as you hear in 2025 over and over.
Well, there's so much volume, right? Like I'm sure your team is getting inundated with applicants.
That would definitely be a word that I would use. Yes.
Yes. So how are you still providing a pleasant, a memorable, and impactful candidate experience and handling the volume?
That
What's your favorite whiskey? No.
as a connoisseur, bourbons.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think we have to continue to look at ways to innovate, right? And
Sure.
as we're here at RecFest today, we're going to hear the word AI
I've never heard
times.
of it. Never heard of it.
They were calling it A1 earlier, if anybody had heard of that. But
It's a good steak sauce.
what can we do to continue to innovate? How can we make the candidate experience even better? How do we not ghost candidates and ensure that we're following up? And I think looking at new technologies to help us work smarter and not harder is important.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And I can imagine that, well, I won't I won't lead the witness here, but what, tech stacks have you looked at that have really started to improve that or help with that innovation?
We're working on that slowly but surely.
You're in the mix now. Okay.
We in April went live with Oracle Cloud,
Okay.
which I looked at really improved the overall experience.
Sure.
And I mean we went live with the ERP system, so we went full bore Oracle, which is great. It's definitely helped us from a recruiter experience compared to what we had, which we had a tool that was great and
Will remain nameless.
great and probably 95 or 2000.
Sure. Sure.
It's helping us not make 40 clicks to look at a candidate's resume. And I think that part's important, right?
Yeah. Sure.
How do we more simply get candidates' resumes in front of hiring managers and keep track and really, even metrics, all of those kinds of things.
Yeah. Those are super helpful. I think the other side of that is the human processes, right? So you've got tech, you've got people, and then people have to use the tech. But I think you're working on the behalf of other functions in the business, right? They are your customers.
That is correct.
So how have you raised the profile, the importance of what you do to people who are not talent focused per se, but also from the business case standpoint? Because I'm sure your budgets aren't getting bigger every year, right? You have to fight for the dollars at every turn. How are you connecting the importance of what you're doing to the bottom line and making that business case every day, honestly, but every year?
I think a lot of times, and you'll see in healthcare, like nurses or allied health professionals, that's a big bucket. They don't necessarily have to apply to a job because there's so many jobs recruiters are reaching out to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's leveraging technology to ensure that we're getting an app, or in rural markets, right? We even get two.
Sure.
And those two, are gonna work. I look at it leveraging programmatic job postings. Shaker has definitely helped us in rural Mississippi get for a job, as an example. We didn't get any applicants for 5 months. 5 months.
5 months.
We put this job on the critical list and we got 3 applicants and we hired not 1, but 2.
Oh, wow.
So that's a win.
Oh, that is a win.
And those are the types of examples that I'm providing to the business to say, we need to make sure that we are investing in that.
For sure. Yeah. And I will not miss a good opportunity to plug Shaker's programmatic services. We too can help you be like Aaron.
That's right.
So I want to know though, because it's not just where you are locally, you have to get talent from all over the country.
That's correct.
And so how are you making that enticing? What kind of storytelling are you doing for somebody who may live on the coastal cities or, up north or whatever the case may be, and coming to Memphis?
That's a work in progress, but ways that we've touted it is the Southern life. I've been new to it.
Sure.
It's slower.
It's way more intentional, I think.
The cost of living is much, much cheaper.
Yes.
I've really been enjoying that life too.
You and I both, my friend.
And, just really selling that story of, Memphis has deep, rich history. While, every big city is going to have their blemishes. I
Sure.
will use that word.
It's a good word for it.
There's a lot of great stuff there too. And I had that negative connotation coming into it. Like I heard all of the bad things about it of Memphis, but it's been amazing.
I love it.
And those are the types of our recruitment marketing. I want to tell that story better.
So I love that, and I think that is a differentiator. I would love to hear your experience with Shaker, if we can be a bit self promotional for a moment. But no, in all honesty, and I was formerly a client myself before coming to the other
Sure.
side for nearly 10 years. So I know that experience. But what have you found to be the most helpful in unlocking, right? Whether it be innovation or whether it be attraction or talent awareness, talent branding.
Well, I too was a have been a client of Shaker. I think since I started at a health system back in 2017.
Wow.
And I think that's whenever you and I cross paths, or
That's around that time.
around that time.
Sure.
They've always been a trusted advisor, and someone that uh, I fully trust. And if they say you need to talk with this company,
Mhm.
or listen to this product demo, then I'm going to do it.
I love that we have the trust there, but not just trying to sell you.
Nope, not at all.
Like it's what's your issue? We've got somebody you should talk to.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Has there been a win for you recently that you've been able to share with leadership based on the work that we've done together?
I think the referencing back to the programmatic win,
Yeah.
like that was one of probably 5 that I could think of that have helped us in the war for talent.
Hey, listen, and it is heating up, folks. We've got a lot of technology solutions out there. In some cases, you have to be very clear on what your challenge or your problem statement is. What is your opportunity to address? How have you really sort of narrowed down and quieted the noise to be able to say, this is the problem we're trying to solve, and then evaluating what are the options, solutions out there?
That has been one thing throughout my career that I've always, as a leader, been trusted with helping to drive that tech stack conversation.
Yeah.
And it's big shoes to stand in.
Because those aren't cheap, by the way.
They're not. And I think where from lessons learned in the past, I've taken those and looked to now put those in place in the present tense,
Mhm.
and even what we need to do in the future.
Sure.
And I think, you know, going to conferences and listening to podcasts and ensuring, like being at RecFest today,
Yeah.
we're hearing lots about new technology. And I want to make sure that I do everything in my power to stay on the cutting edge to
Absolutely.
make sure that we're serving the business as we.
And I think a part of that, one, you stepping into the space and seeing what's available, and then also the collection of data, right, to then help inform your insights, and then those insights informing your business strategy. Um, how are you sort of narrowing that data field down to what's important, and then drawing those insights out to make better decisions?
That is the area that we're working on to improve.
That's the way. Yeah.
Because if you don't have data, you can't tell the story.
You need the insights.
You need the insights, and those insights help you tell that story
That's
that
right.
then lends the dollars.
Absolutely.
And I think now that we have went live with Oracle, I think we're now better able to track all of the metrics that we need, and to better tell that story.
Well, Aaron, we like to leave off with a vision for the future. So if you can dream out loud for us right now, just 5 years into the future, looking back, what will you have changed or improved at BJMCC?
I am working currently on centralization of recruitment for the entire system.
COE. Okay.
I think that once we get that to a good spot to where we're going to centralize and standardize all processes. Because as you know, we do have just now 25 hospitals. Each one has its own uh, processes where they're similar, but it's we're going to get it to where it needs to be. And I think that's what makes me tick. Current state is fixing. Use all the words: optimizing, overhauling, all of
Insert jargon here. Yes.
insert jargon.
Yes. Aaron, well, thank you so much. We are certainly pleased to be part of that vision, bringing that vision to life with you. Thank you so much for stopping by and for sharing some of the experience and the road that you have ahead of you.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, folks, this has been another episode of Shaker Unfiltered, live at the Vision Lab at RecFest 2025. We'll catch you on another episode soon.